When talking about a trash bag, there's normally only one way that people think of using it, and that is just what it is intended for, collecting trash and putting stuff into it. My name is Christo and I'm from the channel All Things Prepping, and in this video I want to discuss alternative survival uses for a trash bag. Yeah, before we start off, not all trash bags are made equal. There's different trash bags that you can use, and then different sizes, different quality, different thickness. In a survival use, if you want to use it for a survival scenario, the thicker you can get, the better. As you can see, this one is a very, very, very thin trash bag. I would not normally use this for a heavy duty type of thing, but for protection and stuff like that, this one will work. But the thicker the bag is, the better it is. I know that they are talking about a thing called a contractor's bag, which is a little bit of a thicker plastic. This is just a normal household one. Yeah, so the thicker the bag, the better it is for survival users. Yeah, the first thing you can use a trash bag for is collecting stuff. I've got two different types of bags here. I'm just going to show you the one. By just grabbing your trash bag, you can actually, whatever you've got available, you can stash in here, and you can make use of stuff. Like let's say, for instance, you're gathering groceries. You can put some amount of groceries or some amount of equipment in your trash bag, and then you can use it to carry your stuff in like a normal bag, but just a little bit different. Yeah, the second thing you can use your bag for is, let's say for instance like this, I have got a normal duffel bag type of bag with some straps, back straps. If I want to use this thing in a rainy situation, it is obviously not going to work. The rain is going to get through this fairly quickly and you're going to have a problem. But you can mitigate that by just taking your trash bag and, like using it in a trash can, just shove it in, and once it's in nicely, like it is now, you can just actually then feed your stuff or your equipment or your gear that you want to put inside here. You can just put it in, and once it's in, just close it up on top, and there you go. It will give you a little bit of more protection, making your bag a little bit more water resistant, watertight, and you can actually keep your stuff that you've got inside dry. This type of use was, I used that quite a bit when I was in the military. I've also used it a couple of times while out on hiking trips, just by putting your stuff that you want to keep dry and using your plastic bag or your refuge bag as a dry bag. You can actually then keep the stuff that you want dry and make sure that that is then protected and that you can use that like that. Yeah, you don't always get to choose the place where you have to lie down to sleep. Sometimes it is on wet ground or grass or stuff like that, and that might be a problem. Come to the rescue, our little old trash bag. Once again, you can just put your trash bag down, two of them maybe. If you're a little bit taller, two trash bags on the ground, between the ground and your sleeping bag that you are using to sleep on, and that will provide some protection from the moisture getting into your stuff. Please note that it will definitely not help you keep warm because it's so thin that the ground will still suck the heat out of your body, but at least you will have some protection from the wet ground or the wet grass that you are lying on, and your stuff won't get dry. It won't get not dry, it will keep it dry and you won't get wet in the process. The upgrade from that is when you actually just take that same bag, and if you've got the resources available, you can actually put some grass or newspapers or some insulating stuff in your bag, fill it up as high as you can, and you can actually use that then as a bit of a mattress or an isolator from the ground, and that will definitely keep you warm, and it will definitely help you to stay dry as well. So you can use the bag like it is for a isolator, or you can fill it up with something that can isolate you better from the ground and keep you warm and dry at the same time. Yeah, the last use I'm going to talk about in this video is making your plastic bag, or using your plastic bag as either a temporary poncho or a little bit of a raincoat in the event you're being caught outside and you've got absolutely no other option but to walk in the rain. You don't have your rain gear next to you. I would say that would be some poor planning. But in any case, if you don't have a poncho, you can at least use your plastic bag or your trash bag for a raincoat. So while I'm quickly doing the necessary, what you need to do is you just need to cut open a neck where you can put your neck through, and then also on the side you will just have to cut a piece out of there so that you can put your arms through. So let me quickly do that and I'll get right back to you. So all I did is I just folded the top half of it in half, and I'm just going to use my scissors on my multi-tool just to cut it, so that I can just show you how I would go about doing this. Yeah, this might take a while, so I'll be right back. So I've now cut the holes where your head has got to go through and your arms. I'm not cutting it too big. I want to keep it as small as possible, because once the rain starts falling, it is going to be a bit of a problem if it's too big. So I'm trying to keep it as small as possible. Yeah, so let's just get this on and see how it works. There you go. As you can see, it is effective. If you really want to be a little bit more fancy and want a better product, I would suggest that you just like add sleeves. Take another bag, add some sleeves to it by cutting it in half and draping it over your arms, using some duct tape to put it on top and fasten it on top. And then you can even use a third one for making a kappie or a canopy. Otherwise, just going old school, you got your bag on, you got your hat on, and yeah, let's do this. Unfortunately, I was planning to do this on a rainy day to show you, but as you can see, it is a clear day today, so there won't be rain to show it, but that's the principle of using it as a raincoat. Yeah, just another remark on that, using your jacket or the rain jacket. It is a little bit hotter. It will definitely isolate you from the cold, and it will help you keep warm a little bit. So you can use that not only as a raincoat, but also to generate some heat, or to keep some heat in. So in a situation where it's very cold, I would without a doubt use that same thing as an isolator to keep myself warm as well. So yeah, that would be a good idea to generate or to keep heat as well. Yeah, so that's just a short video on the different uses of a trash bag in an emergency situation or a survival situation. You can hopefully from now on look at the trash can or a trash can bin a little bit different, and start thinking of different ways to use that in a survival situation, using these few ideas that I gave you now as the principle or the beginning of that. But yeah, sometimes we have to improvise, and using stuff that you've got with you in different ways to ensure that you can actually use them in a survival situation, and how they can help you survive at the end of the day. So yeah, I hope you found this video interesting, and somewhat educational. I'll get it right now. And then yeah, just by using your imagination and your ability to improvise to produce some survival equipment that you can actually use when you don't have something else, and you can adapt stuff to your needs. So with that, thank you for watching, and keep on prepping.